Hello, YouTube fans. I'm back, and I figured I'd have done the other Bond films. What the hell? The you did the original, I should say, last of the Bonds of Sean Connery's. That being Diamonds Are Forever. Shot in 1971, Diamonds Are Forever. Now, originally, as we all know, that Donald Lazenby was originally going to be in Diamonds Are Forever, as he was the new Bond. But because of all the shit he got, and because he had a dickhead of an agent who advised him, and let's check this out, people. He actually said and advised him that in the 70s, Bond is going to die out, and there's never going to be any more Bond. It's best to look in other acting careers. All I can say to George Lazenby was, I would not be surprised if you sacked your fucking agent after giving you shitty advice like that. Not only that, it was going through a hippie revolution at that time. You know, things were changing. So Albert R. Butler and Alice Osman, again, had to look for a new Bond star in the role. But believe it or not, Albert R. Butler had a wet dream. I know I'm on his piece there, but he did have a dream that Sean Connery would make a comeback. And they marveled and they begged and they begged and begged for Sean Connery to return and prize his role as Bond. Sean Connery did it, and I do love Sean Connery. I like him as an actor, I like him as a Bond, I like him in a lot of things, but personally speaking, Sean Connery is fucking Gida. And the reason why I say he's Gida, the only reason why he did this was for a big dollop of money. The movie shouldn't be called Diamonds Are Forever, it should be called Money is Forever. But even though Sean Connery did it for a big dollop of money, I will give him his due. The money what he did make did go to charity to help poor kids in his area, that being Scotland. To me though, I just felt like Sean Connery's art really though wasn't in the film. And because it weren't in the film, I weren't really in the film. If I had to give it a rating, I'd have to give it an average rating. Because even though I do like Sean Connery, I'd love to have seen what it would have been like if George Lazenby would have took the role. You know, revenge for his wife. It would have been a bit like License to Kill. If anyone remembers that, Bond going out on a personal vendetta for what happened to his mate, it would have been a similar story. But it is what it is. Now I can start with the film itself. It starts off with your typical gun barrel, blood coming down scene, and then you get the preferment of Connery. Kind of reminds me a bit of what they did in On Your Majesty's Secret Service. But if anyone never seen the trailers back in 71, the TV spots, and you even hear Sean Connery's Scottish voice, I think it's pretty obvious we know it's going to be fucking Sean Connery. Who do you think it's going to be? Mickey fucking Mouse? Interesting Bond film. But, yep, it's Sean Connery. And then you get the iconic theme tune, sang again by Sori Bassey. This being her second outing as singing to the next Bond film, that being again Diamonds Are Forever. It's not a bad film, though I don't really hate it. I just feel like the scene where he gets Blowfield was a bit finger. And again, you don't have track of the Thackeray's this time. You have to die. If you remember You Only Live Twice, on the Bade Knacker, and he gets stabbed in the back. It's the same guy who also did the voice to the Rocky Horror Show. That's an interesting one. I might do that one day round the road. But it's not a bad one, you know what I mean? Again, you got Bond going on a mission. Sent on his mission looking for diamond smuggling. I do actually like the idea of him going diamond smuggling, or should I say looking for diamonds smugglers, and going undercover himself as a diamond smuggler. And he even has the same name as me. Peter. That's right. He has the same name as me, which I think is pretty cool. Pretty funny because there's one scene in it where he fights the bad diarist, the real Peter Fanks, kills him, fops his wallet around with the Bond dude. How the Bond dude doesn't see it, I don't fucking know. And makes out that he killed Bond, which I think is like a funny scene. You just killed James Bond. Let's not forget you get the two Day Assassins. There's the one who I remember in Warlock 2, they edited. He was the one that played the Day Assassin. Granted, I didn't find him that annoying in this. I didn't find him having that irritating, whining face in this. So I don't know why he did it in Warlock 2, the edited. But it is what it is. The humour was there. It was your typical 1970s sort of humour, which was used a lot even when Roger Moore took over. You know, you've got to remember that Diamonds Are Forever was in the early 70s, and it was a different time. It was a different era. You know, there's so many sexist jokes and humour and innuendos what you wouldn't get away with now. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to get into that. It's a different era. It's a different time. But, you know, you got the Day Assassins. You don't see them tuxing and any of that. You know what I mean? It's the early 70s, and, you know, the dad took the rating to a minimum. But you got the idea of the day. There's even a scene where they both are holding fucking hands. I always remember the scene where they kill this guy as a dentist, and this is a bit people may not know unless you've ever seen the special edition on DVD, and so the features back in its day. The scene where a dentist goes to these one of the assassins, he's checking on, he's got a sore tooth. Oh, it's me filling. And he puts a star balloon on his back and kills the dentist. And something you may not know here, originally that was going to be a lot more nastier. He was going to do it where he rammed the star balloon in his mouth, and he literally makes him eat the star balloon, and he chokes to death on the star balloon. I don't know, it's because of the error and the time and the rating. They had to cut that and delete it and re-alter that scene. But you can see in very rare deleted scenes of that. There's a lot of other deleted scenes in it where you do see Plenty O'Toole and Buoyancy. You got Plenty. Definitely was an attractive looking young lady in that era. It's kind of the same here, they deleted the scenes with Plenty O'Toole because he would have had a lot more time in the film. Not a lot of people were into the diamond smuggling, but to me I felt they were the best bits in Diamonds Are Forever. Because when you get back to fucking Blowfield again, it just gets a bit boring. And the idea of him having a satellite with diamonds, I felt it was a bit over the top. But saying that, you want to see even more over the top. What's fucking Die Another Day? To me, that's just a fucking remake of fucking Diamonds Are Forever. Same fucking thing. Think about it. You've got a satellite firing a fucking laser. Are we going to fuck up the ozone layer? I do not know. And it is real over the top. In this, I felt it was more believable. Again, Bond saves the day, defeats Blowfield for the last time until a couple of years later when For Your Eyes Only come out. But that's a different story. And gets the Bond girl. I always remember the line, how are we going to get them diamonds? But it was Sean Connery's last Bond film. He decided not to do another one after this. And then the role went up to Roger Moore. But that's a different story. Into then. I'll let you know about some more films, do some more reviews. Into then. Have a good one.